Hello. Good morning. Happy New Year to everyone. And I greet you with the greeting in the tradition of Islam, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you. There's a saying in Islam, if you feel no shame, then do as you please. I've been quite ashamed lately about how we have been treating each other as humans. So I thought that I would take a minute to devote my talk to someone that I met that helped me to feel a little bit better about humanity. I met Sister Mary Nerney while working in the correctional facility as a chaplain some 15 years ago. Myself being a chaplain and she was a volunteer, and she would come in and help the women make the transition from incarceration to society. And no matter what was happening or where it was happening, Sister Mary Nerney was always helping. No matter where you saw her, she was doing something for someone. And so she gave me a little bit more enthusiasm about humanity. Sister Mary Nerney recently passed of cancer. And as she was well prepared for her crossover, she requested that everyone receive what I'm about to read. And if you look in the back, or if you haven't gotten a copy of it, I have made copies for everyone. She wrote something called the Charter for Compassion, a call to bring the world together, and I thought it would be appropriate for today's theme. The principle of compassion lies at the heart of all religious, ethical, and spiritual traditions, calling us always to treat all others as we wish to be treated ourselves. Compassion impels us to work tirelessly to alleviate the suffering of our fellow creatures, to dethrone ourselves from the center of our world and put another there, and to honor the inviolable sanctity of every single human being, treating everyone without exception with absolute justice, equity, and respect. It is also necessary in both public and private life to refrain consistently and emphatically from inflicting pain, to act or speak violently out of spite, chauvinism, or self-interest, to impoverish, exploit, or deny basic rights to anybody, and to incite hatred by denigrating others, even our enemies, is a denial of our common humanity. We acknowledge that we have failed to live compassionately, and that some have even increased the sum of human misery in the name of religion. We therefore call upon all men and women to do the following: to restore compassion to the center of morality and religion, to return to the ancient principle that any interpretation of Scripture that breeds violence, hatred, or disdain is illegitimate, to ensure that youth are given... What? That's Sister Mary. To ensure that youth are given accurate and respectful information about other traditions, religions, and cultures. To encourage a positive appreciation of cultural and religious diversity. And to cultivate an informed empathy with the suffering of all human beings, even those regarded as enemies. We urgently need to make compassion a clear, luminous, and dynamic force in our polarized world. Rooted in a principled determination to transcend selfishness, compassion can break down political, dogmatic, ideological, and religious boundaries. Born of our deep interdependence, compassion is essential to human relationships and to a fulfilled humanity. It is the path to enlightenment and indispensable to the creation of a just economy and a global, peaceful community. Sister Mary Nerney. And finally, I just wanted to say that I said you will find a copy, if you have not already, on the table in the back. It is my hope that when you take these words with you, that you can put them on your mirror and see them while looking through yourselves, and make a promise to yourself to acknowledge what you can do and what you can put into practice daily in your quest to fulfill the theme of today, which is world peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaplain.